I never get bored looking at this aeroplane. Absolute monster. Look at that beauty. You can't really get the scale of it though, because it's so bloody big. So there you go, just for some scale. It's an absolute monster. Huge. And I will be flying this tomorrow. The North American Aviation T-28B Trojan. 1,948 T-28s were produced, of which 493 T-28Bs at the time were produced. So this monster has the Wright Cylone R-1820 engine, and that's producing about 1,425 horsepower. So it's an absolute monster of an aeroplane, and quite comparable below 10,000 feet to the Mustang P-51. This particular example at the MSO Museum in Turkey is obviously my favourite. I'm very biased because I'm very lucky I get to fly this, and I can't get over the size of it. Every time I get here, it's always a surprise how big it is. But an absolute delight to fly. Beautiful aeroplane. So the first problem most people have is, how do I get in it? So what we do, we walk up to the flap, which has been fully extended all the way down, and you can check this here. But just making sure the flap is all the way down. And the way we get up is put our feet in here, and we've got a handhold here and also a handhold here. So let's get in the machine and have a look inside. So once we're up on the wing, we need to open this bubble canopy, which gives fantastic visuals, 360 degrees, beautiful bubble canopy. So we've got a handle here. I'm just trying to do this one-handed. And then we just push the handle back and the whole canopy slides back. Revealing the rear seat, and obviously the business end, which is the pilot's seat in the front there. To get in again, you've got a nice footstep there, and in you go. So back at the cockpit again, and I've not been in here for about 3 months, so it's time to reorientate myself around. So I'm just gonna video around the cockpit and just show you where everything is, because I'll be flying this tomorrow. So when I've not flown an aeroplane like this for about 3 months, I generally go through the pilot's notes, and I have videos that I take of all the controls. I go through all the videos and reacquaint myself with all those. Get a thorough walk around with the engineer, and then prepare for flying. So that's going to be tomorrow. So now I'm just doing a quick look around the cockpit, make sure I remember where everything is. So it's quite a complex machine actually. As some of these, especially the Hurricane, they're all very simple. The T6 is very simple, but this certainly has more controls than a lot of the airplanes that I fly at air shows. So yeah, let's take a look around. Okay, so let's look around the cockpit of the T-28B, and moving left to right, cockpit air control and hydraulic pump handle there, fuel selector on off, and then you've got your aileron trim control there, and obviously your elevator there, and the rudder bias. The canopy has various positions, which is, that's manual all the way forward, locked in the center, forward, and then a button there to initiate canopy closing, to the rear, and a button to initiate canopy opening, and it has a blowback if you went through the gate, and then your throttle here with the speed brake off, neutral, and speed brake down there. You've got to be very careful of those positions. Supercharger, high blower, low blower. Mixture control, we always start in idle cutoff, and then once the engine's started on primer, we go through to fully rich, and you've got your prop lever there. All your various gauges here for your hydraulic systems, and important things obviously here are the gear lever. When you see I just put the camera in there, you see the almost like tyre treads. That shows you that the wheels are down and locked, as opposed to 3 greens. Yes, there's the gear lever there. Obviously, cylinder head temperature, carb air, oil temperature, oil pressure, accelerometer, and then we go to an unusual position for a manifold pressure there, airspeed indicator, RPM, and the turn and slip, artificial horizon, and then radio nav aids, vertical speed indicator, and then your radio GPS here, fuel pressure, fuel indication there. And quickly, this is a very quick spin around the cockpit. The shorties amongst us, that's for the pedals, just to adjust the pedals. Parking brake is there, magnetos there, and then we go to the battery switch and engine starter, pre-oiler and primer. Not bad, I've not been in it for 3 months, kind of remember where everything is. And then you've got your transponder radio, and here is a clean kit that gets rid of any oil in the cylinders before you start. So that's a very, very, very quick spin around this cockpit. A little bit more complicated than the T6 and other warbirds, but it was designed, I guess, for the new generation of jet pilots, so that's why it looks like a bit of a jet from this seating position. So once we've done the walk around the aircraft, sat in the cockpit, gone through the checklist, the final thing before flight is once again refresh ourselves with the T-28 emergency checklist. As you can see, there's quite a bit, but we need to go through those and know where to find them very quickly in an emergency. So that is us pretty much ready for flight.